Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new Freightliner that is just hitting the market today. This is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. So today we're going to talk about some things that make Summit Hauler kind of unique as we go through the process. But as we take a look at the truck from the side view, let's talk about a couple of things that really kind of jump out and we notice. We see that it comes with two storage components. There's a smaller one in the back and a little bit larger one up front. We see that it is diamond plated. In addition to that, it does come with a hookup for an air hose if one's needed. As we look at the running boards, we see that they have this rubber lining, and that is to assist you when you're getting in. It especially comes in handy when the weather is icy or it's a little bit slick out, so that helps in terms of traction and just a safety feature that is put on there. As we come on around, and we'll take a look directly in front. And we're going to start at the ground and work our way up. We see it comes with two tow hooks located right there. The bumper is broken into three sections. So if we are in an accident and we ding one of them up, we can simply replace that section without having to replace the entire bumper. As we go on up and see an aftermarket grille. Above that, as we take a look at the hood, it is made of compressed fiberglass. So it is extremely tough and extremely durable. An example is we had a hailstorm come through, demolished the pickups, but you take a look at the hoods and you couldn't even tell anything had happened to the Freightliners. As we continue on up and take a look at the windshield, that's 2,500 square inches of glass. So that, coupled with the fact that we're already above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. As we take a look under the hood, that is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. Now, as you can see, things are kind of color coordinated under here. Where we see red, we're going to leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, such as here and directly across for the coolant fluid, that's stuff you and I can check in a pre-trip inspections. A couple of other things to note under here. This is the fuel water separator. Now, if we do leave the lights on, something like that occurs and the batteries are dead, we can actually jump start the vehicle right here, opposed to tearing into the batteries that are located underneath the back seat. This truck is stock number 5N221739. As we take a look at the tires, it comes with Michelin 255 80 R22.5 tires. One unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion, we put these on. This is additional drum. Those are called tire balancers. So those come with BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So when you start your travel and you gain speed and you pick up momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. So what all does that accomplish? Well, it makes things more comfortable since everything is balanced. It's more safe, it is safer, and finally it will extend tire life up to 40%. The block heater is located underneath here. For people that live in cold climates, just an advantage to you to plug that truck in. As we take a look at the seats, both the driver and passenger seat are air ride. And I can safely say that the Summit Hauler conversion has the softest, most comfortable seat on the market today. Adjustments can be made right here. This is for the air. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. Finally, they are heated as well. We can see a pedal right below the steering wheel. That is to adjust the steering wheel when you're sitting in the driver's seat. You start your truck from the ground, let the key go halfway, turn it halfway and let those gauges go all the way over and back. Basically, they're resetting themselves, and then start the truck. Now, the truck comes with a kill switch with as much voltage as going through the truck. It's just a good practice to shut that off when you're done with your travels for the day. The truck comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks, one under here, one on the opposite side. As the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, that fuel is going to balance itself out. However, when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Also, the DEF tank is located right under there, right beside the fuel tank, and that holds up to 6 gallons. As we take a look at the back seat, it makes down into a bed simply by pushing a button. And then taken back up to the normal sitting position. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, this particular truck, the bed is already lined, and it has 4-inch rails running along each side. Something we've talked about previously, but we've never really shown, is the air does come out. You can release the air out of it from underneath the bed of the truck, which will help you lower it. So that will assist you in hooking up your trailer. And we're going to take a look to see what that looks like. See how the air is coming out? And then simply taken right back up again. Another unique thing that the Summit Hauler conversion comes with is there's an additional 1,000 pounds over the rear axle of the truck. Well, what is that for? Well, obviously the truck isn't balanced with more weight on the front than the rear. So by putting that additional weight on, helps you in terms of preventing hydroplaning, as well as helping with traction when you're on muddy conditions. Now let's take a look directly behind. We find the backup camera located right in the middle at the top. As we pan on down from there, we find 2 holes drilled in. If you do require more storage, I can get you another storage box that basically comes down at an angle like this and then down. I can have that drop shipped right to your house, and with those holes already pre-drilled, makes installation very simple. As we come on back, we see a trough cut out of the truck. That is for making hooking up your trailer simpler. We've had multiple trade-ins come in with this solid back here and this all beat up. So it just makes it a bit more user-friendly by cutting a trough out. As you can see, it comes with a gooseneck ball already. A high percentage of my customers going ahead and purchase the Hensley hitch. That is a hitch that is basically on airbags. It's also known as a trailer saver. So as you're going down the road, that trailer is basically riding on air as opposed to metal on metal. This is where you hook up your lights for the trailer. This is for the Voyager system. That's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you would like to install more cameras, examples would be in horse trailers or underneath the mirror. Right there is where you plug that in. As we come on around and take a look at this side, I would like to take a minute to talk about the service that Transwest offers in our service department. We are Freightliner Elite. So that's a little bit different than pulling into just the local diesel shop. You're guaranteed a time in which your truck is going to be looked at, and you're guaranteed a high quality job when it's finished. Also, we'd like to talk about finance for just a little bit. One advantage that Transwest has is we have a lender that's willing to work with us and go 20 years on the term. Guys, that's 240 months. So clearly that's going to bring your monthly payment down and make it very reasonable for you. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, we can see a little bit of the trim here on this bar, as well as take a look at the door panel running up here. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. From the ground, we can really see just how much room and space is available in this truck. That, with the comfortable seats, really makes those long trips feel like nothing. From here, we can also get a shot at the ceiling where we can see where all of the lights are when they turn on at night. That really helps light up the truck. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. And we're going to work our way from left to right. Located right above the steering wheel is the backup camera. I really appreciate where that is placed. So when you're hooking up your trailer, or if you want to see what's going on behind you, simply glance up compared to looking across at the dash trying to find it. Makes it very simple to find. If we take a look at the dash, we notice how it wraps around, composed to being flat. So when you're driving, if you need to make an adjustment, it is very easy to get to. This is the engine brake. This isn't an exhaust brake, this is the engine brake. So you can turn it on and set it to high. An example would be coming down a sharp decline. That will slow everything down. In this particular case, you have about 350 horses coming back at you. So that makes things safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. Automatic transmission. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we start our travel, simply push that in, R for reverse or D for drive, and we're on our way. This locks the differential. These are for the windows. Cruise control is up here. This is the dump valve. This is the button I push when we watch the air go out of the bed. That's the button you use. And when it's all down, push it again, and it simply all comes back up. This is for the fan that blows air into the back of the cab. Blue for cold and red for hot. Rear brake right here. It does come equipped with air lines for a trailer. So if you do have a trailer that does require air, it's all ready to go. All we have to do is install your glad hands and you're good. Arc trailer brake located here. This dial is for the stereo. This is the climate control. Another thing I would like to mention, a big safety advantage to these over pickups is the braking system. These come with air brakes. So let's compare air brakes to hydraulic. If you have a small leak in an air brake line, you can simply keep replenishing it with air. Well, let's compare that to a hydraulic line. That fluid is just going to continue to leak out until, worst case scenario, you go to hit your brake and there's simply nothing there. As we take a look at the console, a couple of cup holders here and in back. And as we take a look inside, more than ample storage room for you right here. So in review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. If you have any other questions, please feel free to give me a call at 303-684-3404, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Also, you're more than welcome to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.